Thank you for those joining us on YouTube, and please make sure to enter your first and last name in the chat. It's in the upper right of the YouTube feed, even if it says comments are turned off. Please type your first and last name for all eligible voters on the YouTube feed.
Come on in, everybody. Sit down, because this is an exciting day in our history. Is everybody in from the foyer? Yeah, whatever it was. I know it was a little noisy today, but the good news is we have a lot of people on campus this morning. And just think about it, it's going to be really great as we move forward onto this new building. So just want to tell you that if you have any, we have still 5 more minutes for people to sign on and make their votes. So I don't want to announce anything yet, because we don't want to spoil for the other people. But if you have, what's that? Oh, the polls on the West Coast have to close. That's right, yeah. Leave it to Mr. Gladner over there to come up with something. I just want to tell you, every board meeting that I went to where I was with Bruce Gladner, he never had his readers. And so he was always borrowing mine, so I always remember to bring the wildest colors I could come up with, so it would look funny. For those who don't know me, I'm Audrey Kovner. I am a past president of HNT, and I am the chair of this Barnabie Point project. And it's very exciting, because we now can really say that we're moving forward, and a lot of things we've wanted to do, programming we've wanted to do, reaching out to the community we've wanted to do. We haven't really had the space or the physical facilities and the connection with other organizations. So this building, as you know, is going to be a joint venture between us and JDS. And the top floor and a half, the third floor and half of the second floor, are going to be rental office spaces for nonprofit Jewish organizations, and that income goes to HNT. So in the first few years, we're going to break even, maybe a little profit, but as time goes on and rents go up, we'll see more income from that, and we're projected eventually to maybe see, a couple $100,000 a year out of that, which is really going to help our operating budget. We are renting to nonprofit Jewish organizations, and because they struggle just like we struggle, we are giving them low rent, basically the lowest of Mercer Island categories, and to allow them to come into a brand new building with security, and they have their own entrance. People who go up the elevator can only get to their site. We're being really careful about all that. So that's really exciting. And then the other thing is we're building a chapel for us that will be mostly used on most Shabbats. Barbara Rappaport and I have been, the last few Shabbats, have been counting heads to see how many people were here, so we see how many it fits. But it fits 125, but it can be opened up to 250. And so for pretty much every Shabbat, maybe a big bar mitzvah one, but it's going to be really well, and it has its own entrance, and it's flat, no stairs. Yay! And there's a little lobby where people can hang out, and we're hoping to be able to do, if we have enough money, wood ceiling panels, and it's going to be very nice. And everything is movable, so we can move the bima to one place, more centered if we need it. And then there's the gym, which is used by JDS during the day, but we have access to renting it out in afternoons or Sundays. So that's really exciting too. It's another source of income for us. All of this is worked out. We spent months and months of hair-raising arguments, discussions, whatever, to get the legal documents ready, and they've been signed and approved by our boards. So that is phenomenal. And I want to say thank you to Sunny and to Diane, I don't know where she is, and to Robert Amcroft and Ryan Sternoff. They killed themselves over this. And they really did an incredible job representing HNT. I was not involved in the negotiations because I'm supposed to be the neutral party sort of chairing so I didn't, but they did an amazing job. I only stepped in a couple times to calm everybody down and make everybody talk to each other again. But it's been a really great journey. And then from the JDS side, we had Tria. Tria didn't do the negotiations. It was Hada and Shara Castriano and Megan Kimpton and Nevitt Basker who did their. So everyone worked really hard. So that was really great. And then we've had a lot of other really good volunteers in helping us out. So I really want to make sure that we're going to send out a list at some point, and we're going to send out an announcement about this, which is very exciting. So I'm going to let David announce the results.
All right. Good morning. Thank you guys all for being here. First, the good news. So the vote passed. We have overwhelmingly passed. So we had 200 votes before I walked in here, 197 yeses and 3 nos, and we had the quorum that we needed. So thank you all.
Thank you all for showing up.
However, as your president, I'm still a little disappointed because we have over 600 unit families and we only got 200 votes. So that tells me I have a lot of work to do. This is a huge opportunity for our synagogue, for our community, for the partnership with JDS. And we're still low in numbers, so we have a lot of work to do. But I really, really appreciate each and every one of you being here and everybody that's online that signed in to be a part of this. It's a monumental moment for our community, so thank you. And the last thing I'll say is thank you to Audrey, Sunny, everybody on our board, our JDS partners. They've been working tirelessly. I mean, literally, I'm texting and emailing with folks. Diane at late night hours on the weekends. Everyone on both sides is just working incredibly hard to make this happen. And we're really grateful for everything you guys are doing. Thank you. We couldn't do this without you. So let's.
We're very close on fundraising. We need 28 million. We're at I'm going to say 23 million because it's 22.95, okay? Somebody want to give me a little extra? I can make it 23. Anyway, it's basically almost 23 million, and we have plans for the next phase of how we're going to get the rest of the money. So, there's been just a small group of us doing this. So now we've expanded some of that, and that's been really helpful. So we're going to get there, and our boards have voted for this, and it's a very, very exciting thing to be a community hub. We're going to have the Friendship Circle here. We're going to have Camp Solomon Schechter. We're going to have some individual offices for probably B'nai B'rith International, Stand With Us. So we're going to have the Jewish community here, and it will be very exciting. So
I just want to end with one little plug here because I've got all your attention and everybody online. So we do have a big event coming up this weekend. Artist in residence. There are opportunities to sponsor a kiddush. There's still other opportunities. We still need some help. It's extremely important. Cantor, the board, a lot of folks have put in a lot of work into this. We have some special people coming into town for the weekend, so please, please chime in, try to help if you're willing. Thank you.
Bring your friends. So thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate it. Are there any questions you want answered? I can stay and answer any questions. Yes.
Thank you for your question. What was your name? Harris Klein. Okay, so let me just repeat this back. So I'm going to sum it up. Basically, you're asking why we're doing this, given the value of the land and the potential opportunity for monetary income from that land. Is that right? Sure. So there's several reasons why we're doing this project, and just to address the monetary piece. So JDS is contributing $6 million of cash. So are you just thinking of the money piece? You can.
So I hear what you're saying, and believe me, we did a lot of analysis when we first started this about what that would look like. Unfortunately, selling the property is kind of a short-term income, right? We get it, but that's it. We don't have any opportunity to build more, do more, get more. The other thing is, for the last 10 years, because I remember starting this with Rabbi Rosenbaum and some other people, we have been looking for a chapel. We've been looking for new classrooms for our kids. We've been looking for sources of income. We've been looking for how do we bring new members to our synagogue. And so this opportunity allows us all of that. And there will be income over the years. Even in the beginning, we've done financial analysis to show that we have enough rental income to cover the operating expenses of the building, and so HNT should not see any negative in the first year, and then the following years we'll start to see more income. So it's a long-term vision. It's not we've had this issue before about selling the property. The problem with selling the property is whoever we sell it to, then they can resell it to someone else and they can build a commercial building there because it's a commercial site. And so that's why we bought it originally, because there was a group of people who owned it and they wanted us to sell it to build a office building, like a commercial office building. And we didn't want that on coming in and out of HNT. So that's why we purchased the property. But now that we know that it can be used for school, so unlike the rest of our property, like nothing else, we have nothing else we can use for commercial property. Everything else is residential. So this is a really valuable asset for us to use to move forward, and getting a lump sum of cash right now doesn't help us because, for example, it cost us about almost $1 million to do the roofs. We were very lucky. We got a lovely grant from a family to pay for that and for the railings and to help with the bathroom. So, but that's not going to, so if you think, $6 million, that could go fast, or $3 million, okay, we have to do something else. So I think this is a kind of a more long-term vision. Other questions? Yeah. Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah.
The question was, is Barnabie Point paid for the loan that we had? The answer is yes. Question?
Yeah, thank you so much for all the work. I know that he's showing up here now to ask questions. Is not sorry to ask this question. I think you probably have an answer for it. So, what is the off downstairs that shows some heating and you have to how does what's the long
So we renovated the lot building. Repeat the question. What's happening with the lot building, which is the Franco Religious School building, and what's happening with this building? So, we could tackle a lot of things, but right now we're pretty much tackling what needs to be done for Barnabie. However, we have been looking at some things we can do to improve here. We upgraded the bathrooms. I got all the decor from Amazon, so you better just say you like it, okay? And I'm not an Amazon shopper. So we upgraded the bathrooms. We couldn't change the physical space of them because that would have required permitting and long-term. It just didn't make sense. So we put in new toilets and we replaced what was there. And we took away the flowers for the ladies in the bathroom. I'm sorry. I was going to give you some of the flowers because you really liked them. And I've actually taken some of the men in the ladies' bathrooms, and that was a big mistake because then all they do is complain about how the ladies' bathroom is much nicer than the men's bathroom. I said, you don't spend time in there. The ladies do. They stand around and talk. We put this railing in because, believe me, many of us, this is like the most well-used thing I've seen since we've been here. So we took the top priorities that we saw, and the lot building, we wanted to make it usable. First of all, our kids are going to be in there probably a year and a half till we can move over there. So we put in new HVAC, new electrical. I mean, you don't see that, but that's important, right? You can have heating and cooling. New windows, new doors, new roof. Diane, I don't know where she is, but she managed all that. Is there anything else I'm missing? Oh, we removed the asbestos, put in new insulation. So the building is usable. It cannot be used for commercial office space, okay? What it could be used for later after the kids move out is if there's another Jewish organization that wants to have a meeting, they could make a donation to HNT to have their meeting there. So there is some potential income, but also we need more staff spaces. So we haven't looked at the long-term vision of that, but it's usable. We need to wrap it up. Okay, so yes. And then this building, we don't have much more plans right now. Oh, okay. So that's good. Apparently I'm being told to wrap it up. Where's the music that tells me that? Okay, thank you all for coming. I really appreciate it. This is so exciting. Wait till you see the first shovels go in. And we will have a groundbreaking ceremony, probably January or February. Again, December 1st is about when we sign everything with the contractors. And that's for our minds, and that's the groundbreaking for us. But you won't see much because we have to get the subs out there. Thank you, everyone.